Have the girls 7-8 freestyle beginning right now. In heat one, we're only going to have 3 swimmers. And Tara, we're only using 8 lanes today. We're not using lanes 1 and 10 except for relays. So if I say lane 1, guys, I mean lane 2. In this heat, in lane 3 is Charlotte Choi from Long Point. Lane 5 is Caitlin Wilkinson from Chamelon. And in lane 6, that's Quinn Woods, also from Chamelon. And we see Quinn Woods coming in there for the win, followed by her teammate Caitlin Wilkinson, and then Charlotte Choi. 21.84 the winning time in that first heat. It's a drop of over 3 seconds.
So in freestyle, David, just to give a little bit of technique background, the most grace is given in freestyle. You can corkscrew or doggy paddle if you want. You can't pull on the lane line. You can't touch the bottom. But outside of that, you can really do a lot. Oh, we got our first early divers here. They'll call them back. So when this happens is you see this swimmer unfortunately not hearing. Oh, there she goes. They got her.
Ah, there's someone else going though. Oh.
And this is confusing at age 7-8. You know, you've been told by your coach over and over, when you hear that beep, you go, go, go. You know, you don't ever want to stop because you thought you heard something. Meet director Eric Kreutner at the beginning asked for quiet at the start. I don't know if that was what caused it, but, you know, they're ready to go and maybe hear a slight noise. We've got a replay coming on from heat 1 of our 7-8 girls 25 freestyle. Great job coming into the race. One thing, at the end there, you'll notice those black tops. Those are our touch pads that our timing system uses. I heard a great term the other day. I think Coach Rose uses it, that you want to poke the touch pad. So you don't want to grab on top of it. I used to work with a guy who had kind of an interesting saying that always stuck with me. He said gutter grabbers are worse than booger eaters. And that really stuck with a lot of young boys. They love that. So they learn to push the touch pad.
In lane 2 is Virginia Boyd for Crowfield, and in lane 3 is Tallulah Cook from Hobcott. Lane 4 is Emerson Perry from the West County Wahoos. 5 is Saika Yeats from West County. 6 is Blair Bradley from Long Point. 7 is Emmons Lack from James Island. 8 is Ella Vandernoot from Somerville Y. And in 9, that's Camila Delgado from North Charleston. And ahead in this heat, that's lane 5, Yates from West County. She takes first, followed by Blair Bradley. And we're not going to be able to get you all the times right away because they're not really hitting the pad very hard. But that's a 20.48 winning time there. I dropped about a second.
I noticed in that heat, these swimmers did a great job. I'm sure their coaches have been working with them all summer. You know, in a 25 freestyle, it lasts about 20 seconds. You can't really do too much breath control at this age. It's just not safe to do the hypoxic work. But you can teach your swimmers to hold their breath from the flags to the wall. So the flags that are closest to the finish.
And I think a lot of them, you know, 3 breaths.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive.
Another reminder to have quiet for the start here. This is heat number 3. In lane 1 is Ellington Lenhart from Hobcott. In 3 is Ella Kate Stubbs from Ashboro. 4 is Emerson Watson from Park Shore. 5 is Reagan Mapp from James Island. 6 is Georgia Daughtry from Chathamos. 7 is Gray Epps from Fort Johnson. 8 is Charlotte Gibson from Legend Oaks. And 9 is Ellery Bailey from the Somerville Y. Right there in lane 6, that's Dowdy, who gets there first. Followed, it looked like Mapp was second. Dowdy from the Chathamos Sharks. Times have not refreshed yet, but she was the winner there in that heat. 2 more heats to go here of the 7-8 girls. 18.57, that's actually a pretty moving time. And a 19.63 there for Reagan Mapp, and a 19.66 for Penelope Boyd.
So as David's calling out these times, even from first to second place, a little over a second, which in like real world time is very quick. But to shave that time off, I'm sure coaches this summer are working on your dive entry, entering the water in a streamline.
We're going to see a lot more variation here with the 7-8. 4, that's Ellie McDonald from Legend Oaks. 3 is Penelope Boyd for Park Shore. 4 is Caroline Wright for the Country Club. 5 is Clara Aikman from Chathamos. 6 is Autumn Hazika from Crowfield. 7 is Scarlett Lagone from Daniel Island. 8 is Isabel Boston from the Country Club. 9 is Lauren Downs from Newington. They're going to set the time to beat, and the time is going to be I believe that was Scarlett Ligon who took to the wall first. In second was Hazika at 18.68. And in third was Isabel Boston in 19:02. 18:15 your winning time there to set the pace into this last heat. We'll see if that can move up as we go for a championship.
So some of
final heat of the 7-8 girls 25 freestyle. In lane 1 is Aria Davis from Ashboro. 2 is Elena Fall from Snee Farm. 3 is Reagan McManus from North Charleston. 4 is McManus. 5 is Amara Swain for Northbridge. 6 is Olivia Sherry from Snee Farm. 7 is Mookie Dizzy from Newington. 8 is Noella Smith from Daniel Island. 9 is Tessa Ray from Northbridge. And it is a blanket across the pool. Swain in 5, Cherry in 6, Daziki in 7. Maybe for Newington in lane 7 will get there. No, it says lane 9 got there. Tessa Ray at 16.87.
A little outside smoke.
Yeah. Daziki is second at 16.99. And in third is Amara Swain at 17.06. And those times are our fastest times. So I think your winner there is Tessa Ray. Look at her.
Let's take a look on the finish. Newington, Northbridge. Man, it was tight. Tessa Ray must have finished on her side and touched underwater, which is great. She did it. She won. She got in there. Very close race. Wonderful job, girls.